All right, so now that we talked about how Acrolites have this amazing sound, why you should have one in your collection, why don't we talk about an additional vintage Acrolite, but is 10 years younger? What's going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and in this video I am going to show you a late 70s Ludwig Acrolite snare drum. This is to help you compare the vintage Acrolites from the late 60 model from the last Snare Saturday video to maybe a 70s Acrolite, and maybe see if there's a difference between the two. Now, before we dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. That way you're notified of any additional content that I upload to the channel. Now, before we dive into this video, there is one thing that I need to correct that I misinformed everybody on in the last couple videos. The Remo Ambassador X coated drumhead. That is my preferred drumhead. It's a single ply head. I've been saying that it is a 10 mil head when really that's the thickness of a coated Ambassador. The Ambassador X is a 12 mil thickness. So my apologies for misinforming everybody on that, and thank you to all of those who did leave that in the comment section of the last video, so I can correct that. So now let's get started with the video. So like I said in the last Snare Saturday video, the Acrolite was a studio secret for the longest time, but it's safe to say that the secret is out and that a lot of people are going after this drum. So much so that the prices have been climbing ever since, and they had such a cult following that Ludwig brought the Acrolite back. As a matter of fact, they now offer it in a bunch of different metals as well. Now, since these are student model snare drums and vintage drums are all the rage, you can find a vintage Acrolite all over the place, whether you're searching on eBay, Reverb, Facebook Marketplace, even your local garage sale. So that might have you ask the question, what era Acrolite should I get? Should I get one from the 60s or the 70s? So if you are looking for an Acrolite, you might be holding out because maybe you want one from the 60s, when really one from the 70s could sound just the same. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a late 70s Ludwig Acrolite. Now, based off of the serial number and the timeline that is given on vintagedrumguide.com, this drum should be from 1978 or 1979. It is a green and olive pointed badge, so it is from the 70s. And because this serial number is 7 digits long, it is from the late 70s. Now, this drum in particular, I picked up used off of Guitar Center's website in 2020 in the thick of the pandemic, mainly because I noticed that it came with an orange plastic UFO case. Now, you might be saying to yourself, who cares if it's orange? One, that's my favorite color, and two, the majority of the time that you see these plastic UFO cases, they're black. So I figured I would roll the dice and see what the condition of the case was and the drum and hope for the best. The case isn't in the greatest condition. The plastic tabs have broken off, so whoever owned this case or this drum in particular did modify it in a way to make sure that it holds together. And then to get to the drum itself, it's playable, but it's seen better days. So first off, you can see that these heads are really old on this drum. The internal dampener was removed from the drum. It's kind of funny to me because they put a generic dry head on the top to make the drum as dry as possible when they could have done that with the internal damper. But either way, the drum's playable. It's seen better days. So the first thing that I did was disassemble the drum and clean it up. Additionally, I did install a period correct internal damper. That is the round puck version with the round knob on the outside. And then of course, I put my heads of choice on the drum, which are a Remo Ambassador X coated on the top. Once again, is 12 mil thickness over 10 mil, and an Ambassador snare side head on the bottom. Now, snare wires on this drum, I don't think are the original Ludwig snare wires. They are a set of generic snare wires, and they do have a Made in Taiwan sticker on it, but they're in pretty good shape. They're not warped out around, and none of the wires are missing. So we're gonna try them out and see how it sounds. Now, once again, a Acrolite is a 5x14 raw aluminum shell. It has 8 bow tie lugs and triple flange hoops on the top and bottom. Now, the throw off on this drum is the ever famous Ludwig P85 throw off from the 70s. Which if you've ever experienced one of these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets the job done, but I am really glad that Ludwig now has the new P88 throw-off that fits in place of this, so you don't have to worry about it becoming disengaged as you play. So just like every other Snare Saturday or drum demo video that I do here on the channel, I'm gonna play this drum through a few different tunings. I'm gonna start out in the lower tuning and work my way up to a higher tuning. As I'm within each tuning, I will start out with the internal muffle disengaged and then engage it so you can hear the difference that it does make. So enough of me talking, let's dive into playing. And there you have it, a late 70s Ludwig Acrolite. So now the question is, if you watched the last Snare Saturday video with a late 60s Acrolite, can you hear a difference between the two? If you have watched both videos, please make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know if you hear a difference. And also, I would like to get your feedback on what you thought of a late 70s Acrolite. So make sure that you leave that in the comment section as well. Also, if you have any questions and you are looking to purchase an Acrolite, whether that is one from the 60s, 70s, early 90s, or modern present day, leave that in the comment section as well, and I'll try my best to help out. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some of the earlier videos from the Snare Saturday series, I put a link to the playlist in the description below. I will also have the link pop up right here. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That way it makes it a little bit easier for others to find it. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the late 70s Ludwig Acrolite. And until next time, see you later.